Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. You can see we're in Dirt Perfect shop today. Man behind the scenes has some pretty awesome stuff going on in here. He's having just a blast, just a good old time. You can see he just went ahead and cut the low boy in half and put the back half in the shop so he could work on it. Anyway, we're gonna be servicing the C8500 and then, I don't know, maybe getting into something else. There's a lot of mud in that handle. It's a weird place for mud. I donate like every time I come out, I used to donate. Yeah. All right, there's the drain plug. But I noticed something else was coming underneath here. Y'all see that? Probably gonna want to fix that as well. Okay. No kidding. What is this? A 1. Okay. Keep forgetting he has this new fancy thing. This thing is nice. So we're going under. We're looking for the oil filter here. Oh, watch out for those hoses. There you go, lots of room, lots of room. There it is right there. 51791. The odds that I can just do a one-handed thing here. Probably, yep, pretty slim. Oh God. On the GoPro screen, I see some like wavelengths. I'm assuming it's coming from the LEDs. Does that show up on your end? You guys see like a, I keep wanting to call it wavelengths. I'm assuming that's coming from the LEDs. I don't know. Anyway. Anywho. Oh, yeah, bud. There she goes. Left-handed at that. Left-handed. Oh, that helps. Okay, I gotta get him. Yeah. I didn't really want a mouthful of dirt. We got it. Okay. So obviously the next step is put oil in, and it is right down. You guys see it? There's the oil fill right in there. Super convenient to get to. Really convenient. Nice job, fellas. Y'all did good on that one. Good work. Good work. There it is right there. You just got it. Well, you just reach in there and just reach in there and grab it. Yeah. Fellas having a good day? I hope so. Here we got it. Boop. Let's start with funnel number 1 here. There we go. There's the first one. That is funnel number 1. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should work. Hi. I don't know how you can see, but we're just, well, here. That's a steer tire. Aaron's over there just having the time of his life. He's gonna have a good video on that, by the way. He's been getting some pretty good shots today. Anywho, we're just greasing these front components and then we'll work our way to the back. Okay. I got it all cleaned up and it looks a lot better. The handle's not sticky anymore, which is nice. It won't last long though, because check this out. We took all the dirt off and now it's not holding this in because apparently, I don't know if it'll show up on camera for you. Got it all cleaned up and we found that crack right there. So this bleeder screw isn't sealing all the way and the grease just continuously bleeds out. Isn't that neat? I guess that's why we don't clean things. The dirt kind of holds things together at some point. Anyway, I just want to get that knocked out real quick. The next thing, we'll just throw that on the ground. We're gonna fix one of those marker lights. That would have made it nice.
So you can paint inside and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are just little rubber pieces that sit on here. And you just buy these replacement lenses. Try to get the rest of those broken pieces out. You can convert these to LED pretty easy, but if it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess. That'll do her. We're gonna take its breather box off next, and I'll show you what we got going on with it here in just a second. Gotta get this hose clamp undone. I'll pull it off and show you what we got. Probably out of there. Okay. What we got going on in this breather box are these brackets that mount it, hold it in place, are both broken. The plastic pieces are still attached. All I did is crack a break. I'm gonna pull those off and we're gonna try the old JB Weld trick. See if that does it. We'll try that before we go buying a new one. Worst case scenario, we keep an eye on it, it cracks again and we end up having to buy a new one. Best case scenario, it works and we save a little bit of money. That's the best case scenario. So we gotta keep sliding this over, but I wanna go ahead and grind this area out so it's clean for when we get welded on there before we slide it over the rest of the way. And of course, Aaron's got the grinder over there and he's just been in a mood today, so I don't wanna bother him. We're gonna go old school with, he's laughing. We're gonna go old school and just use the air grinder. I know. I keep telling them they gotta stay tuned to your trailer to see this lowboy build. Stay tuned to your trailer. That's not what I meant. Stay tuned to your channel. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that's it right there. That's good right there. Tell you what, that'll be enough to get this out of here. Yep. Yep. Oh, that ought to hold her. Yeah, she's not the prettiest. But a little bit of black paint, a little bit of mud, I think it'll be just fine. Man, that's some good rattle can paint. It really is. Oh, I'm gonna get carried away. I'm gonna get carried away. I'm just painting dirt at this point. But it looks, oh, it looks so good, look. Oh gosh. Oh, jeez. Paint over that tag. Oh gosh. If I don't stop myself, I'll end up painting the whole box. How can a fella not? I think that'll work fine. The biggest thing was that this wasn't attached, and whatever piece of concrete debris hit this. There's a couple times I always step up here and check out my box before I go out in the morning. There's a couple times I about got my foot stuck in here. So the main thing is this is good enough I can actually step on here. There's a few little whoop-de-doos in it, but you know what? For the shape of the box, this will be just fine. Because Mike's honestly, we were talking about this earlier, you can kind of see this. Mike's honestly at a point. So Mike is honestly at a point with this truck, with this box, knowing the project he's got coming up. And if you haven't been following Dirt Perfect, he got a Paystar 5000. Hop over to his channel to see more information on that. But basically, it's he's going to convert it into a dump truck, and it's going to be an awesome build that him and Man Behind the Scenes do. Just as soon as this project, which, by the way, Man Behind the Scenes is making a video on. You see his camera sitting there. Just as soon as this lowboy project gets out of here, they're going to pull that Paystar in and do that. So Mike's at a point where, is this truck going to be worth a brand new box, knowing that's what's coming up? You know, I don't know. Yeah, that's obviously his decision to make. And this box, it'll probably last us another year. It's safe, it does the job, it does all of that, but it's definitely got some wear and tear on it. At this point, you know, that's going to be in his hands. We'll just have to see how that new truck works out. We're not going to go through and patch every little thing, though. Let's just keep it legal, keep it safe, keep it doing the job it needs to do. And I'm going to keep on. I think there's maybe a exhaust leak under there I'm going to work on. I think I'm going to do that. So this is a section exhaust. This is a little bracket right here that holds it to the truck. Anywho, that broke. And then there's a small crack. And you got a small exhaust leak out. So I just kind of cleaned it up with a die grinder a little bit because that's where I can get down here. And I'm going to try to use a ratchet strap and see if I can get it pulled up to where it needs to go, and just run a quick bead across that. That pulled it up pretty good. Good enough to do what we need to do. I'll run a quick bead on that. And then, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
Can you slide that light over my way? Can you slide that flashlight?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Die!
I just wanted to feel useful. Don't leave me out.
There it is coming out. So you got your brake chamber, and then on the back side back here, this is your slack adjuster, and your slack adjuster goes over to your stopulator right here. Anyway, there's one grease fitting. Oh yeah, come on, light. All right, there, y'all see it. And then there should be one on the slack adjuster as well. These are automatics, but they really only work well if you keep them greased up and lubed right and keep them clean. So somewhere back here, there it is. Okay. Pro tip, if your brakes are squeaking, you can just throw a little grease on the brake drum. It'll keep them from squeaking. Don't do that. Do not put grease on your brake drum. That's obviously a joke. Do not try it home and other things. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, there's that one. You can see that one on this side. This lock and lube, I'm telling you, look at that. I don't even have to hold it. It just does it for me. Two plastic. Yeah, I think it'll work okay. And if it doesn't, we can.
What time Michael say he's gonna be
will.
here? Said around noon. I said, I said he's got
It's like
time
1:30. It's like we still got 22 hours till I get to. It is the next morning. We're gonna check on that JB weld. Get that breather box in real quick, but figured I'd show you. Look at the beautiful sunrise this morning. Gorgeous. Beautiful morning. Anywho. Let's see how we... I mean, really? I mean, the only thing I know to do is put it back together. It doesn't look terrible. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on it. You can buy a used one for, I think I saw a used one for about 200 somewhere. But still, if we can fix it like this, or get it to ride like this, might as well try. We'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't work, well, then we'll pick up a used one. Simple as that. Simple as that. Fits on there pretty good. Yeah, looks good. Looks real good. And if you're wondering about the zip ties, you probably see them here. The tabs that hold it closed, those tabs are just not a very good design. They like to vibrate open real easily. And as much off-road as we do with this thing, and gravel roads and back roads, anyway, we just throw those on as insurance. All you gotta do is cut them, and then you can get the air cleaner out to clean it and just throw some new ones on. But the air cleaner doesn't do any good if those tabs pop open on you. Then it breaks the seal around the edge. Kind of defeats the purpose of the air cleaner then. So that's just our cheap insurance to make sure those tabs actually stay closed. There are some things on this truck that just make sense. There are other things on this truck, like the tabs on an air cleaner, that just, I mean, why? Why would that be the style you go with? Man, that feels pretty good. See how solid she feels. Let's see here. That's pretty good. I think that'll work fine. This truck needs clean. Pressure washed off, no doubt about it. But Mike doesn't have a wash bay, and it's 20 degrees outside, so it's not going to be today. Probably won't be for a few days. You got a snowball? Oh, I don't have any gloves on. Now wait a second. Wait a second. What are you doing? Get the chickens.
Shout! I'm going to
What are you doing? What are you guys doing out? Barge coming down the river. Anyway, you guys noticed a little change of scenery. Good morning, Mango. Mango's super excited about the snow. A little bit of change of scenery. We got pretty much everything done on the C8500, but there's still a few odds and ends I wanted to touch up and finish up on it, but life threw us a little bit of a curveball. Our teacher ended up testing positive, which she seems to be doing fine, which means because she's in his class, she automatically gets quarantined, so we're gonna be hanging out with the youngin' this week, which will be just fine. And that means, since I can't work for Mike, we probably ought to see if we can get this thing up and running. I didn't really plan on making a video on this because I thought it was going to be a pretty minor fix, but I've started tearing into it already and I can't quite figure out what it is. So I'm going to tear into it a little bit more and then ask you guys for help and see if anybody has opinions on what it is. So I wish I would have recorded the noise it was making before I took it apart because it's at a non-running stage now, but it's very similar to... It's pretty similar to that sound. I was just driving it one day and started making that sound and pretty much lost all power. It idles fine other than that sound. Oil pressure's good. It's got oil. There's no big holes, no big noticeable leaks, nothing crazy anywhere. I thought maybe a rocker came loose because it sounds like it's on the top end. I'm not 100% sure. Dude, I'd like to be sledding right now. Hey, that one worked. Well, she found a hill. All right, those are all 10 millimeters. I gotta get this off and out of the way. Woo! Stump. Nice job. So I'm out of guesses. I don't know. I'm not much of a mechanic. I don't really know how this stuff works. Typically, I just take stuff apart until I find something that's obviously broken and I replace that part. As far as diagnosing a sound, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's the whole bucket of bolts sound. It still idles fine, aside from the sound. Oil pressure's fine. Everything else, fluids are fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing major, big, and obvious on the outside. You can hit the throttle and it accelerates, but it's just gutless. There's just no power, and it has that bucket of bolts sound to it. I really don't know. I'm hoping maybe one of you guys has an idea. Maybe you've worked on one of these trucks. It's a 1500 Sierra. Maybe somebody hop over on Wes's channel, watch Wes work, and see if he has some ideas. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to shoot Wes an email and see if he's got any thoughts on what it might be. I'd like to get it up and running. It does have 285,000 miles on it, so it's not like it's my daily driver, but it's definitely handy to have a truck around because I've got a couple projects coming up where I need this truck. So if you guys got any ideas, I'm all ears at this point in time. I do have a couple things I want to show you real quick and some channel updates, and then we'll get this thing wrapped up. So you may have saw this earlier in the video. I want to show you what we got here. These people, super clean. They sent me some stuff to try out. Now, I want to go in a little bit depth about this. Some wheel cleaner, some foaming Tough Task Cleaner degreaser, and then another thing of degreaser that I left over at Mike's shop. Here's an aerosol can of degreaser. They also sent some floor absorbent and cleaner as well. Like I said, you guys may see some of these products sprinkled in every now and then. I'm just trying them out. I just want to say, if you ever see products on my channel, I'm not trying to sell anything. It makes no difference to me whether you buy it or don't buy it. I don't get commission off of this sale. I just know that whenever I'm looking at purchasing something, the first place I go instead of Google is YouTube every time. I don't really care what the company has to say about a product. I care about what people that use it have to say about a product. So if you guys are interested in a degreaser, at least you can see it on this channel to see how this stuff actually works. And we do have some fun stuff planned with it as well. We're gonna do a lot of cleaning, basically a lot of cleaning of Mike's equipment. So if you've seen Mike's equipment, and I mean nothing bad by that, but if you've seen the equipment in the wintertime, you guys know that's gonna be quite the task to get all this stuff cleaned up. And I think we're gonna have some good tests for that too. I had a guy named Spencer send me some hooks for the log arch project. So we will be getting started on the log arch project very soon as well. You guys also saw in a previous video, I purchased a winch for Mike, so I pretty much have everything rounded up. I just gotta get a little plate steel, and we're gonna be ready to go on the log arch project. Number 3, Clint milled up, if you guys remember, I think it was called Logs to Lumber. We cut down a hickory tree. Clint has a mill. Clint got his hickory logs all milled up and actually already started making some furniture, and it looks awesome. But he's got the log that he saved for us on the mill ready to go. So I'm hoping really soon we're able to get over to Clint's, fire up his sawmill, and mill up that hickory log for us to use here. I think that'll be a fun video. We're also going to be working on a router sled soon, so we can kind of do some surface milling of our own with a router on those large hickory crotch sections that we have. So I'm excited about that. Lots of fun stuff coming up on the channel. And I'm going to say though, out of all of this, probably what I'm most excited about, my mother and father-in-law got me a remote control boat for Christmas that we can put on the pond. Now I'm going to try to mount the GoPro on the boat and take it for a few laps in the upcoming video. Out of all this stuff we're doing, I think I'm most excited about the remote control boat. It's just going to be a good time. Like I said, we're going to be working from home for a while. I'm still going to the station and stuff like that, but on off days, I'm going to be hanging out with our youngest, which should always be a good time. She's got lots of energy, and it just kind of helps me keep young. That's enough rambling for one episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited for all the upcoming stuff. Oh, one last thing. We mentioned the ICF walls for the YouTube yacht, so we can pour the whole of the YouTube yacht. We have half of the money right now because of December's YouTube revenue, and January's holding out pretty strong for us so far. So if January holds out, then we'll have the other half of that money, and we'll be able to order the ICF for the YouTube yacht walls at the end of January. And I've got a 2-week vacation coming up in early February, so I'm hoping we'll be able to get all the ICF walls for the whole of the YouTube yacht project stacked out in early February, and that would be awesome. I'm really, really excited about it. Where were we? Oh yeah. I appreciate you guys watching. We really do truly mean that. All your support, everything you do for us, we absolutely love it. And we'll catch you on the next one.